Every Monday morning during the NFL season, you can read Eric Edholm's Shorts and Shells on our website to see his observations from Sunday's games. And Eric, week one of the NFL slate is over, and we're going to talk about that Broncos-Steelers game. And first, Peyton Manning returns to action, and boy, did he look good. Yeah,
I mean, I think it took a while. I mean, at one point, I think he'd only had 4 possessions heading into the fourth quarter, and that was a good job by the Steelers on third down. You know, continuing to milk the clock, make those key conversions, keep Manning off the field. That's always been the formula, but not every team can do it. You know, I think Manning so badly wanted to prove it to his new teammates that he wasn't going to let them down. He wasn't going to make that big mistake. But he didn't play tight. I think that was the most important thing. Spread the ball around. Yeah, some of those passes were flutters, but I think he made the key throws he had to. Once they went up tempo, they were in great shape.
And you saw that offensive line, which played really well last season for Tim Tebow, was doing a good job protecting Peyton Manning tonight. And one of the things that offensive line did not have to deal with, James Harrison. They didn't have to worry about him coming after him. Ryan Clark obviously did not play because it's in Denver. Rashard Mendenhall out. You got offensive line problems for the Steelers. What's going on with this team? They obviously collapsed at the end.
Yeah, I mean, the question is, you know, I mean, how many of these injuries can they survive? You know, I mean, the offensive line issues, I think, are going to be something that sticks with them all year. You know, they'll get Ryan Clark back. I think Harrison will start playing pretty soon. Mendenhall's been practicing, and they'll have one more dimension in the run game. Actually had a couple of decent runs with Dwyer there. So, you know, all these pieces are out there, and it's really hard to say exactly what it's going to be for the Steelers. They're going to have to be like last year and just sort of manage these things, and all of a sudden, boom, they're 12-4. Or are they going to be one of these teams that really suffers from it? With Roethlisberger, you have a chance, and they still have guys like Polamalu out there making plays, you know, and I think Woodley will heat it up eventually. So things are in decent shape right now. You know, I guess the question is, what's the forecast for this team?
And for the most part, I thought Big Ben looked pretty good in the Sunday night game and with the first game with the new offensive coordinator. Now, watching this game, it's always so tough week one to really gauge where teams are. I mean, look at some of the results around the league. You look at the Redskins beating the Saints. I mean, how bad are the Saints? When you look at these two teams, they seem pretty evenly matched, at least for 3.5 quarters. But how good are these teams? Are these teams playoff contenders? Are they division title contenders? Are they AFC title contenders?
In the AFC, I think they are, because I don't see too many teams that are just absolutely dominant. Patriots look good week one, and you know there might be a handful of other teams. Maybe the Jets are even in that discussion. Who knows? Like you said, Kevin, I don't know what to think about these teams after week one. My gut reaction is that if we were going to stack the top 8 or 9 teams in the NFL, these teams would be somewhere near the bottom. I think they'd be just sort of creeping into that discussion. I don't know if we're talking about 2 elite teams here. Now, obviously, the Broncos won, had a statement performance, but are they going to be better than the Steelers by the end of the season? I can't say that for certain.
Yeah, both these teams have big tests next week. Pittsburgh plays the Jets. Denver plays the Falcons, so we'll learn even more about those teams in week 2. To read the rest of Eric's observations from week 1, check out his column Shorts and Shells on our website, ProFootballWeekly.com.